Welcome back. One of the most important factors in the success of any growing business is a strong banking relationship. Many banks are willing to invest in a personal relationship with a business owner as they both work towards the owner's success. But how do you find the right bank? Here to teach you, our regular business mentor, Marissa Levin, CEO of Information Experts, and today, Michelle Boggs, CEO of McKinley Marketing Partners, along with their banker, Bob Pincus, back, and Vice Chairman of Eagle Bank. So welcome back to you all. Marissa, you've taught us so many things over time with this show. Why do you think the banking relationship is something key for people to focus on?
Because every business needs a solid banking partner that will get them through the growth curves as well as times when there might be a retraction. So we need capital. We need working capital to invest in our people, our infrastructure, our processes, our business development. I'm a government contractor. We spend a lot of money going after those contracts, and a lot of times it takes a long time to get that money back.
But I know you don't put all your eggs in one basket, and you don't put all your banking in one basket, so you have a relationship with Eagle Bank and others. But why is Eagle Bank, why is a community bank a good partner for a business of your size?
Because of the relationships. We rely extensively and solely on Eagle for Information Experts, and it is because of the relationships, and it's because of the similar philosophies that they see the long haul. They see that they see the the long view, that they know that it takes a long time to build a business, it takes a long time to build an infrastructure, and they're willing to work with us and really partner with us to make sure that we're doing the right things.
So Michelle, you're here as an example of the importance of personal relationships, and we said you can always have a personal relationship with your bank, but really you can't always more and more. And there's great TV commercials about how impersonal banks can be. You've got a personal relationship with Bob that dates back to his decades in Washington at many banks. Talk about that.
Yes, really 1987. Well, my first experience of turning to him as a banker was in 1997 when I was with a multinational bank, wanted to extend my line of credit because we were growing, and they would just not do it. So Bob had done so well with Franklin and sold it to a regional bank that became bigger and bigger, and they were a wonderful community relationship banker until times got tough in 2008 and 9, and they had grown to a much larger regional bank at that time. And so I then once again turned to Bob at Eagle Bank and his colleagues, and we've been there with them ever since, and they've been there in good times and in bad.
Bob, you're seen as kind of the power partnership with your CEO, Ron Paul. The both of you have such a great relationship in this town. You share power well, and Ron says you bring a great Rolodex with you and that you all do divide up your responsibilities well. What do you see as your biggest responsibility in terms of that client relationship?
Well, I've had the good fortune, I would think it's a good fortune, that a perspective that I've been with a regional president of a large regional bank twice, and I've been a CEO for two local banks, both of which were sold. And when Ron and I got together, they said, why don't we form a team, let's form this partnership. And I guess one of my greatest attributes is in working with Ron is working with Ron to see him grow, and getting more at the 50,000-foot level and delegating responsibility so he can get out and represent the bank in such a positive way. And as a result, we're now the largest community bank in the Washington area.
So you personally are a great example of bouncing back, because you have been able to help banks bounce back during tough times, during the recession, during other tough times in the economy. And you personally bounced back not once but twice, 2 different times in your career, breaking so many bones in your body that I won't list them all. What have you learned from the times that you've had to overcome adversity?
I guess I've learned that your colleagues, your family, the support mechanisms that you have. At the bank, people have really supported me, both boards of directors, together with co-workers, co-employees, together with the business community.
So do you use that in your banking relationship?
I use that because I see businesses, as Marissa says, sometimes you hit bumps in the road, you have a hiccup, and you have to work with these people, with these customers of the bank, primarily businesses, to work them through their ordeal. And if they want to work with you, we are so quick to work with them. We want to help them, nurse them back into a position of financial health and become strong businesses in the Washington area that help us continue the region to grow.
Marissa, there are other big names that you could be attracted to in terms of that relationship. Why a community bank?
You know, our company, like so many government contractors, especially in the last few years, we did hit some major bumps in the road, and Eagle stuck by us. It just was never even a question that they were going to give us the time that we needed and the support we needed. And you know what, Rebecca? It's totally paying off, because now the spigot is running again in the government contracting industry, and we've gotten some recent news that I shared with Bob, and we are way on the way back up now. And you know what? We're all going to enjoy that. So,
Michelle, we got to wrap, but I want to let you have the final word as a business person who's been growing. Why community banks?
Well, during that recession in 8 and 9, I went through 3 to 4 line of credit extensions, not renewals, extensions. And after the 3rd or 4th one, I said, I can't take this anymore. This is no way to run a business, and I called Bob.
Good lessons from you all. Thank you for joining us so much. And coming up, he was born and raised in Washington, D.C., a graduate of Wilson High, and now he's making big headlines for turning the Big Top into a billion-dollar business. Entertainment giant Ken Phelps when we come back.